Okay, in this video we're going to introduce data types, and we're going to, in particular, look at the difference between what is qualitative and what is quantitative. So qualitative data, also called categorical data, is data that's based on some quality or characteristic. For instance, your name or your blood type or even your zip code could be considered qualitative data. Oftentimes, if we have, let's say, a spreadsheet of various people and maybe different attributes, maybe their address, their telephone number, their zip code, things like that, other information as well, much of that data could be qualitative. So it's based on some quality or characteristic. Versus quantitative data that's based on some measurable numeric value. So the numeric value, uh, if it is a number, a numeric value, then based on whether or not it's an actual measurable numeric value, it would be quantitative. Otherwise, it would be qualitative. So not all numeric data is quantitative. And the way to tell is if you take any two data values and either add them together or subtract them and get something that's meaningful, then the data is quantitative. Otherwise, it's qualitative. So earlier we said zip codes are qualitative because if you take two zip codes and add them together, you don't get anything meaningful. Likewise, if you subtract two zip codes, you also don't get anything meaningful. So just because it involves numbers doesn't automatically make it quantitative. Zip codes would be examples of quantitative data. Um, but if you look at things like miles per gallon in various cars, then that would be quantitative because if we subtracted them, for instance, we could find which one has a better mileage. All right, example one, determine if each of the following represents qualitative or quantitative data. So the amount of water a household uses in a month, that is definitely a measurable numeric value. And if we add or subtract two households' water usage, we do obtain meaningful results. So this data is in fact quantitative. So maybe you and a neighbor, if you add those two results together, you can find the total amount of water used, which is a meaningful result. Or if you subtracted them, being able to figure out who had more. Part B, each student's favorite color in a statistics class. Well, hopefully, things like red and blue and all that stuff. That's definitely qualitative data, not numeric in the least bit. Part C, social security numbers. Well, if we add or subtract two social security numbers, we don't produce meaningful results, much like with zip codes. So, social security numbers are, in fact, qualitative. And then, how much money do you have on you right now? Well, if we add or subtract two of these data values, we get meaningful results, so the data is quantitative. So, if you and a friend pool your money together, you do get a meaningful result, which means you can probably buy me some food to eat and some, maybe a nice lunch would be very appreciated. So, but in any event, that about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.